Namaskar. Welcome to Exercise Explained. In this video, I would be solving the first two questions of exercise 4A ICSE 9th Physics. The chapter name happens to be Pressure in Fluids and Atmospheric Pressure. So, starting away with the first question, a hammer exerts a force of 1.5 Newton on each of the two nails A and B. So this means that there are two nails, separate nails A and B. On each of them it exerts 1.5 Newton. That means on A there's a force of 1.5 Newton and B also there's a force of 1.5 Newton. The area of cross section of the tip of the nail is 2 millimeters square, while that of nail B is 6 millimeters square. So for A it is 2 millimeters square, for B it is 6 millimeters square. We need to find the pressure on each nail in Pascal. Now, Pascal happens to be the SI unit for pressure. So, for getting the answer in SI unit, we need to get the given data also in SI unit. Now, force is given in newtons, which is the SI unit of force, but the area is given in 2 millimeters square and 6 millimeters square. So, these are not SI units. So first we would be learning how to convert millimeter square to meter square. So I can write 1000 millimeter as 1 meter. So 1 millimeter will be equal to 1 by 1000 meter. 1000 goes to the other side. Now 1 millimeter can be written as 1 by 10 to the power of 3 meters. Now this 10 to the power of 3 comes to the numerator. It becomes 10 to the power of minus 3. So 1 millimeter happens to be 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. You would have learnt about this in exponents 8th standard. So now we have 1 millimeter as 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, but we need millimeter square. So I would be squaring on both sides. So I get 1 millimeter the whole square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter the whole square. 1 square is 1 only. Millimeter square is millimeter square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 square happens to be 10 to the power of minus 6, and meter square is meter square only. So 1 millimeter square is 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square. Now we have the area, the first area is 2 millimeter square. So I would be using the formula pressure is equal to force by area. So P1, that is for the case of nail A, will be force is 1.5 Newton, that is given in the question, divided by area will be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Now this minus 6 came from here. So we get it as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 goes to the numerator, we get 10 to the power of plus 6. So we get 1.5 into 10 to the power of plus 6 divided by 2. I multiply this by 10. Out of this 10 to the power of plus 6, the remaining is 10 to the power of plus 5 since I multiplied by 10. So I get 15 into 10 to the power of plus 5 divided by 2. Now 15 by 2 is 7.5. So we get the first pressure, that is P1, as 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. Coming to the next one, that is for the case of nail B, I take it as P2. Now this happens to be 1.5, that is force, divided by area happens to be 6 millimeter square, which is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square. Now minus 6 goes to the numerator, becomes plus 6, and I get 1.5 into 10 to the power of plus 6 divided by 6. Now again, just like the previous one, I multiply 1.5 into 10, so we get 15, and this happens to be 10 to the power of plus 5 divided by 6. So 15 by 6 gives me 2.5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So the two pressure in Pascal, we got it as for nail A it is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal, whereas for nail B it is 2.5 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Now from here we should understand that when the area is small, that is area of cross section is small, the pressure is more, and when the area of cross section is more, pressure is less. Coming to the second question, which would be the last question for this video, third question onwards would be done in the next video, the link for which will be provided in the description. A block of iron of mass 7.5 kg, so mass is given as 7.5 kg, and of dimensions 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter into 10 centimeter. Now this is something we need to understand here. Whenever they give dimensions, we should understand that it is length into breadth into height. Remember, it is always length into breadth into height. This L into B into H will not be given in the exam paper. The only thing which would be given in the exam paper is the three dimensions will be given. That is, the first one should be length, the second one should be breadth, and the third one should be height. Is kept on a table on its base of side 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. So here this is the base, length into breadth will give you the base, so that is 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. We need to calculate thrust, that is the first part, and B, the pressure exerted on the tabletop. So thrust is nothing but a force which is acting downwards. We know the mass, so we can find the thrust. Take 1 kgf is 10 newtons. So thrust is nothing but weight, so I would be doing m into acceleration due to gravity. Now acceleration due to gravity, I considered it as 10 meter per second square. So I do 7.5 into 10, which gives me 75 newtons. So the thrust is 75 newtons, that is the weight is 75 newtons, it will be acting downwards. So coming here, we will understand how to convert. See, the previous question I explained you how to convert millimeter square to centimeter square, and here I would be explaining you how to convert centimeter square to meter square. Now all of us know that 100 centimeter is 1 meter. So 1 centimeter will be 1 by 100 meter. 1 centimeter happens to be 1 by 100 meter. Now 1 centimeter will be equal to 1 by 100 can be written as 10 to the power of plus 2 meter. So 1 centimeter will be equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 meter, because plus 2 goes to the numerator, becomes minus 2. Now we square on both sides. As soon as we square on both sides, I get 1 centimeter square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 square is 10 to the power of minus 4. So we get 1 centimeter square as 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Now I would be finding the area of the base, that is 12 into 8, 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter, that is 96 centimeter square. Now centimeter square to meter square, for converting we multiply by 10 to the power of minus 4. So we get it as 96 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Pressure is equal to thrust by area. So thrust happens to be 75 newtons divided by area happens to be 96 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Now minus 4 goes to the numerator, becomes plus 4, and I get it as 75 into 10 to the power of plus 4 divided by 96. Now 75 by 96 gives me 0.78125 into 10 to the power of plus 4 remains as 10 to the power of plus 4 pascals. So if we multiply with this 10 to the power of plus 4, the decimal will shift 4 places to the right. So that gives us 7812.5 pascals. I hope you guys would have liked the video. Do share it with your friends and consider subscribing to the channel. So let's meet in the next video, in which I would be doing from question number 3 onwards. Dhanyavad.